How's it going, everybody? Brother Kimo here from Reload Hawaii. Thank you for watching another video. If it's your first time checking out my channel, please consider subscribing by clicking that subscribe button down at the bottom. And don't forget to click that little bell on the side so you can get notifications to when I post a new video. Today we're going Clash of the Titans with these two awesome snub-nosed revolvers. We got the Colt Cobra going up against the Kimber K6S. Let's check them out. And before I get into the review, I just want to say much mahalo goes out to Brother Curtis out there for lending me these firearms. Thank you so much. These were awesome. So once again, mahalo gozaimasu. Let's get into the review. Okay, let's do a quick walk around with both of these pistols side by side so you can see the size comparisons. So I looked it up on gun deals. The Colt Cobra is running right around $690 in some places, and the Kimber 6S is running right around $760. So depending on where you're at, it could be anywhere from a $70 to $100 difference. But both of these are awesome. Both of them have 6 rounds, which is very unique because most pistols this size in the snub-nosed category only have 5. Next, I want to point out the grips. So the Colt has the longer grip, so you're going to be able to get your pinky on that there. So if you have larger hands, this is going to feel awesome. I mean, these grips are so good. The Kimber, on the other hand, is a little bit shorter. You can only fit 2 on here. So this really makes for a really odd grip if you have super big hands. So the obvious thing to point out first is that the Colt has the external hammer. The Kimber has the internal hammer. So therefore, thus res ipsa loquitur and all that other crazy Latin stuff. This is double action only. This is double action and single action. And this single action is sweet. So this might be a little bit unfair to the Kimber because it doesn't have a hammer. But what I wanted to show you is the lockup on this Colt here, on the cylinder lockup. See how that looks. So I'm going to pull the hammer back, hold it down, hold down the trigger at the same time, and check that out. There is absolutely no movement in there. Some revolvers have a little bit of give there. Not on this guy. That's a super tight cylinder lockup, and that is fantastic. It's going to be great for accuracy. Now, because there's no hammer on the Kimber, all I can do here is just kind of show you that it does wiggle around a little bit. But as we're going to see, that doesn't really harm accuracy that much, especially coming out of a snub-nosed revolver. All right, I'm going to pick up the Colt here so we can have a look at its cylinder release mechanism, which is this guy right here. It has its traditional release mechanism, which is a pull. Most Smith & Wessons that I've seen are a push. Colts are a pull like this. And the Kimber has decided to go the way of Ruger, which is a push button, and I love it. Look how chunky this cylinder looks, man. That's awesome. That's why this is rated at a 357 most likely, because it's got some heft in here. Not that the 38 special running at a plus P is a slouch, but 357 coming out of this thing must be crazy. But there it is. There's the push button release. And what I wanted to show you is, yes, it has 6 rounds in there, but check out the cylinders in here. When you put your round in there, it sits flush. They're totally recessed in there. Nice job with the imaging. And we can see here that these arrows are pointing downwards. So the cylinder is supposed to rotate this way, which is the way I believe that most revolvers are supposed to go. Unlike the Colt, you can see that the arrows are pointing up this way, which is an opposite rotation. Here you pull, kick it out this way, and then we're going to see how the round sits into the cylinder. You can see that it doesn't sit flush there, but you know, pretty good. Awesome smooth trigger. We're going to check out both of these triggers soon. I can't wait to show you how smooth they both are and how well they both did. Overall weight on the Kimber, 1 pound 7 ounces. The Colt, I call that 1 pound 9 ounces. Double action on the Kimber, what was that, 9.5, 9 pounds 5 ounces. That is 9 pounds even, and 10 pounds. I say 10 pounds double action Kimber. Double action on the Colt, that looked like 8 pounds there. Another 8 pounds there, and lastly 8 pounds. So 8, I would say 9. Let's just go even 9 pounds double action pull on the Colt. That looked like a 3 pound 4 ounces, 3.9 ounces for single action, and 4. So I say 4 pounds. Kimber 5 yards, Colt at 5 yards. Here's the Kimber at 8 yards, and coming up next will be the Colt at 8 yards. And here, Kimber on the left, Colt on the right at 15 yards. Not bad. What are my conclusions on both of these pistols? They're both very great. And to be honest, when we're up around this price range, we're not really concerned about a $70 or $100 difference in price. We just want to get what's going to work for the purpose that we're going to use it for. And these are supposed to be for concealed carry. And for that matter, I would go with the Kimber because it's got this hammerless design here, or internal hammer, so there's less to snag. All of these edges here have been dehorned and they're very smooth. And I think this is going to be an easier pistol to handle. And I really do like the push button release more than I like the pull release for the cylinder on the Colt. Even though I like the trigger and the ability to have a single action, double action on the Colt, I think this would be the winner for carrying at CCW. Well guys, that's the ending of this video. I hope you found it useful. If you like it, please share it as much as possible. Give me the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. And as always, I'll catch you guys later.